Today we are discussing some accounting fundamentals. Okay, some very basic accounting fundamentals we will discuss. Okay, some of them you might have already known, but yet we will relearn or we will understand some of the very basic fundamentals of accounting. Okay, before I get into the basic fundamentals, I'm asking you some general questions. Okay, do you guys know what is accounting? Do you guys know what is accounting? There is you. I know that you have all come to learn. So whatever you have in mind, you can tell me. Anyway, I'm going to teach you all that.
Accounting is like a statement which is used to calculate all the financial transactions of a business regarding to financial year.
Okay, accounting is a statement.
It's a process of calculating.
Is the process. So accounting is a process or a statement?
Processor.
Okay, is a process of what? What process?
A process of calculating all the business transactions related to a financial year.
Calculating is a process of calculating transactions is what you are saying. Okay,
yes,
anybody wants to add something more to this?
Accounting is a process of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money.
Right. See, someone got it exactly how it's there in the book. What? That it is the process of
recording and classifying and summarizing in significant manner or in terms of money.
Money. So this is what the book definition says. Okay. Nida was also a little closer to this. Only the additional word she used is calculating the transactions. Okay, but there is calculations are later. But it is basically accounting is a recording.
Okay.
Recording. That should come to your mind. Right, Nida? Why we do all this recording? Recording, classifying, summarizing. Why we do all this?
Like to know the profits and losses of the year ending of the business.
Very good. Bullseye. Perfect. Okay. To know the profit and
losses of the business on the year ending.
Is that the only purpose or is there any other purpose?
To know that the business is going through a progressive way or not, to compare for comparative purpose.
Yeah, you can compare. You can use that for comparison. I agree. But is there any other purpose? Is there any other purpose? Yeah. Once it is done, you can use it for comparison. I fully agree with you. Okay, no doubt about that. Is there any other purpose? One purpose is to find out profit and loss that the business has made or not. What is the other one?
I have no idea, sir.
One more. Okay, what, Bhavani? Right. Okay, let me put it like this. We do the recording, summarizing, classification of these transactions and all, and interpretation and all are later. But the fundamentally, the whole accounting, okay, nobody would do accounting unless until it serves these two purposes. Okay, what are the two purposes for which accounting is done? One. Okay, there are others. I'm not saying these are the only two. These are the two most important ones. Okay, what is the first one? If you do accounting properly, you can make a income statement. Income statement is nothing but what Nida was saying, that it is profit or loss. It will help us find out the profit and loss of our business, right? Next one, that gives us revenues and expenses. We compare the revenues, incomes, with expenses. Revenues, what I get, expenses, what I pay. We minus the expenses from the revenues, we get profit or loss. My expenses are more, my incomes are less, then it's a loss. If my incomes are more, my expenses are less, then it's a profit. Right, guys?
Okay, sir.
The other main purpose is balance sheet, right? Income statement has revenues and expenses. Balance sheet has what?
Liabilities and assets.
Very good. It tells about the financial health of business. It tells about assets and liabilities. Yes or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I am having a cough and I'm sneezing, I'm having a running nose, then he will say, sir, I think you are not well. Your health is not good. Correct or not? Simply,
Yes.
if you see a person with lot of liabilities, then liability means what?
Burden of company.
What is a liability?
Loan.
Loans. Okay, liability to pay outsiders. If you have a liability to, you have some things to pay out. If you see a person with lot of liabilities, then what is not good? The financial health
Financial position.
Financial position is not good. Financial health is not good. Right? Assets. If you see a person with so many bungalows, flats, cars, gold, then his financial health is
Good.
good. A balance sheet tells about the financial health. Now again, these two, right? Again, I'm saying what Nida says, these can be used for interpreting, for analyzing, for comparison, and all that can be used, no doubt about that. There are other purposes. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Keep always these things in mind. Accounting will have a direct impact on income statement and balance sheet. Okay. I think Lavanya said, sir, it is the process of recording, classification, and all those things must be done. Okay. So what is this accounting cycle or the process? It started saying it is a process, right? So what is the process? It starts with recording of transactions, that is nothing but journal entries, the ledgers, preparation of a trial balance, closing entries, financial statements. Financial statements are the one we discussed. What are the financial statements?
Income statement and balance sheet.
Right, perfect. Income statement and balance sheet are the financial statements. Sir, are there any other financial statements? Yes, there are many. There are two more other statements which are also called financial statements. We will discuss. They are also derived from profit and loss account and balance sheet only. Getting it? Those statements, there are other financial statements also, but the input for those statements is profit and loss account and balance sheet. So these are the primary statements, profit and loss account and balance sheet, right?
Yes, sir.
So today, what is that we want to discuss? We are in an accounting class. I think we should be starting with journal entries. I'm pretty sure you are good in journal entries. Okay, I'm very sure you are in journal entries. Even if you are not very good in journal entries, you will become very good in journal entries. And one more thing I will tell you, that my dear friends, your aim is to become a chartered accountant. Okay, and you have joined in CA. Which course or which level you have joined?
Foundation course now, right now.
You know, foundation means what? Foundation on which the building has to be built, right?
Yeah, sir.
So foundation should be very, very strong. Okay. So in this foundation, okay, journal entries are the most important. Okay, just imagine you are become a chartered accountant 3 or 4 years, 5 years down the line, and you don't know journal entries, or you are making mistakes in journal entries. Then even if you have a qualification, it's of no use. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
The journal entries, you should be paka. You can challenge anyone. Ask me mid of the night also, wake me up and ask a journal entry, I should be able to tell. That doesn't mean that you have to memorize it. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to memorize anything. You have to have the logic in getting journal entries. Any complex journal entry also, you should be able to do it. So today we are giving importance to journal entries, right?
Okay.
We will learn as we progress. Okay.